Hey guys, welcome back. This is an Excalibur build. He's one of the first 3 frames you can get, and in my opinion, the most powerful. I'm going to go ahead and tell you what's going to be going on the screen. Here's the deal. He has arcane helmets, like the first handful or so of frames that came out do have. The arcane helmets give you an advantage in one spot, like the arcane Pendragon helmet for Excalibur, for instance, gives you power strength but reduces your armor. For Excalibur though, you don't need to worry about your armor so much, so go ahead and focus on your damage output. Your damage output on Excalibur also, by the way, will not be coming from any of your weapons except for your melee weapon, so mod that up better if anything else. Okay, so on to the mod you're going to be putting on. This is for survivability and damage output. And a little bit of support, I guess. So, Rush is an exiled mod. That's optional. I only put it on there because I like to be really fast when I'm doing stuff. Then there's Energy Siphon. Over time it gives you energy passively. That way you don't have to keep putting down energy packs if you're not using stuff for your energy consumes. Yeah, that sounds stupid, I'm sorry. Okay, then there's Vitality. You get health percentage, put it wherever you're comfortable with. Intensify, max that out. Flow and Prime Flow, you cannot have them both on. Go with Prime Flow if you can. They give you extra energy to add to your energy pool. Streamline reduces how much it costs to use your skills. Then there's Redirection. Shield capacity, so you'll have more before it starts hitting your health. Then Stretch, that way all your skills will reach further, and that's going to be good for a lot of tactics, especially like evasion. Then you have Rage. Every time you get damaged under your health, you get a little bit of energy back. Not a lot, but it helps make the difference. And then there's Equilibrium, which is going to be next. Equilibrium, if say you're missing energy and health, if you pick up an energy orb, instead of it giving you like 20 energy, it's going to give you 8 energy, 8 health, and vice versa. If you pick up a health orb, it's going to give you 8 health, 8 energy. But when you kill large like groups of enemies, I almost said mobs, or it's not an MMO. But yeah, kill large group of enemies, it'll give you a lot of your stuff back just in that. So I'm going to go ahead and shut up and explain the next part, and stay tuned. Okay guys, so now that I've gotten into a survival, I've collected up some enemies, that way I can show you what these things do. Your first skill is going to be Slash Dash, and I'm going to go ahead and show you what that does. What it's going to do, you're going to bring out your Ethereal Sword, and it starts just slashing enemies. If there's more than one next to each other, it goes after all of them within a certain radius. I believe it's a set radius. Your stretch doesn't have anything to do with it. The reason we want to stretch on it is because you can do that and it helps escape, and you can get out here at a better vantage point. Your number 2 skill does that, and it blinds everything. And as you saw, I was just able to do an assassination on a blind enemy. And as you can tell, they're not shooting at me, so if you need to revive a teammate, just use your number 2 skill, and that's problem solved for the most part. Your number 3 skill is Radial Javelin. That used to be your number 4 skill, but due to recent reworking, what it does is it takes out the Ethereal Sword, and it ends up throwing out javelins towards your enemies, like so. And by throwing out javelins, I definitely mean they all appeared next to them and hit them. As you can see, I didn't hit him with a bow or anything. He's hanging there. He's hanging there. That's the Ethereal Sword inside of him. His ass, actually. And then, once you're getting all that done, use these skills as much as possible. Mainly your number 1 skill and 2 until you get up to, I believe, Waframe level 10. Then you can sit here and use this skill. How you have the Ethereal Sword out, it auto parries shots. You just hit E and you start swinging stuff. Like you swing energy beams not really beams, but waves at your enemy, they die pretty much instantly, and you're going to be using this, and it auto parries a lot of the shots. So you're not really going to have to worry about so much. It does have a decent distance on it. Like from over here, I can easily reach down that hallway and kill everything down there. It can probably go twice that far, I believe. So that's the gist of actually training your Excalibur. Another thing, please be noted. As you can see here, I'm going to do a slide and then hit E. It causes a flash, and that flash may or may not blind the enemies around you. I haven't experimented with it enough myself to give you an honest answer on that, so I might as well not give you false information. More about the Exile Blade though, because I know everyone's going to want to power this up as high as possible. What you're going to want to do is focus on attack speed mods on your melee weapon, and get a mod called Berserker, because every time you hit a crit, it boosts your attack speed, and get a mod called Fury. In doing that, it will allow you to naturally swing faster anyways. As far as we go on any of the mods that I have shown you previously, the duration and efficiency was all literally just so we could keep the ethereal sword out as long as possible. So thank you guys for watching. You have a good day, and I'll come up with another build tomorrow.